Alien Earth needs to establish two things in the show's upcoming finale this week. Otherwise, the show will be ruined and a lot of fans will rip it apart, including me, because I've been very fair with the show so far, but there are some problems that need to be addressed, alright? I'm a fair man, but even I have my limits. It comes down to two beings. Wendy, the synthetic hybrid that's managed to basically make the xenomorph lose most of its aura points, and the xenomorph itself. Plus, the addition of the alien that the show seems to have forgotten about, the plant. Where the hell did that go? The show overall, I'm going to give my review when the finale's out of the show as a whole, but overall, the show can be summarized as such. It's not bad. It's not necessarily great either. It's kind of very middle of the road. There's some great additions to the alien lore. OCELLUS, listen, I've been crazy over it. I'm tired of talking about this creature now because I've talked about it so much. The fans all love him, right? He's a great, smart, scary alien creature. Alright, you got the Fly as well, that's a pretty creepy addition, but really it is OCELLUS in the Xenomorph show. The Xenomorph started out really scary in the first 2 to 3 episodes, terrifying, and they're fast, strong, bro. This was one of the most efficient killers I've seen so far in the Alien franchise. But as the show went on, it went to like Yorkshire teacup poodle level. It became a fucking dog. Even worse, a slave to Wendy, to the point where even the person in the xenomorph suit behind the scenes looks like he doesn't want to be there. The show's characters, most of them I don't give a fuck about. Most of them are not interesting. I'll tell you the ones that are interesting right now. Kirsch, the CEO dude, the cyborg, Wendy, purely because of her connection to the xenomorphs. Alright? That's it. Screen time should be dedicated to them, but they're dedicated to a bunch of other people I don't care about. Everyone else is a husk. Every time they speak, I'm depressed and want to skip forward. It seems like we're going more and more to the direction of Wendy becoming the woman in dark xenomorph queen from the comic books. Now, I'm not a fan of this ancient Lovecraftian entity being a human AI creation. I don't like that. I think it kind of takes away from the fact that the xenomorphs are this ancient, powerful creature. What is it? What is the fucking Woman in Dark really? The Woman in Dark is seen by someone who survives a chest burster incident, and she is described as the manifestation of the endpoint of humans and xenomorphs meeting, our fucking death. And the reason she shows up like a woman, like a human-esque xenomorph, is because she's shaped that way for the human consciousness. That's how humans see her, right? But this could be a Lovecraftian entity that doesn't really have a shape or form. It's kind of it's the sum of the alien hive mind. That's what makes it very cool. So if we are going in the direction of turning Wendy into that, their show's not going to do it in a way that really represents the comics well, but here's how we can maneuver around it, right? This finale is going to be everyone escaping from Prodigy Island. I think that much is obvious. Wendy's going to escape. The aliens are fucking going to escape. Everyone's going to escape. They're never going to be able to lock down all these people, right? She will have to make a choice. She's already angry enough with her brother, but maybe her brother kind of sways her back to his side. She's going to have to make a choice. Leave and flee with her brother when they have the opportunity, while Prodigy's already going down, or go back to help the xenomorphs. Protect them. Protect the rest of the eggs. Guess what path she's going to take? Well, I think that she might be tempted to go to her brother's side and just leave with him. She might actually just do that. Maybe that's the summary of her arc. But they're not going to let her. I believe that she's going to sense a greater communication than just being able to signal to one xenomorph and tell it what to do. I believe that there's going to be multiple, almost like voices in her head telling her what to do. It's going to be overwhelming. You know, like Sauron's ring? When someone's drawn to Sauron's ring and it's like, it's going to be like that shit, right? Wendy's not going to know what the fuck to do. And when Wendy tries to disobey, they're going to start causing her pain. You know how Wendy felt pain? She felt the sounds of a screeching and it really caused her pain? There's xenomorph hive mind's going to do that to her. And it's basically saying, hey bitch, you ain't going nowhere. You thought you were free? No, this ain't a get out of jail free card. You're gonna get us out of jail. We control you. And that's gonna cause him to stay. Her brother's gonna throw a shit fit. It might end in him dying, who knows. But regardless, she will have no choice but to stay. This will establish right away who the real Lord is in this situation. They are in control, not Wendy. Wendy was never in control. This establishes that she was fucking being groomed the entire time. That all those times she was having, nice little dog pet sessions with the xenomorph, the hive mind was laughing at her, saying, yeah, keep coming. Keep coming. We need you to do this. We want you to do this. Now you could ask, okay, Zafy, why is the alien hive mind doing this? The hive mind decides who protects them. Right now, they don't have a xenomorph queen to protect the hive or replicate and create more eggs for the hive. And remember, the xenomorphs will always find a way to survive. So, what's a better way than to have a synthetic hybrid who's already powerful enough to help protect you, and maybe also use as a surrogate queen, which leads to her transformation maybe down the road in the second season to the Woman in Dark. They've been grooming her all along. I'm telling y'all, Alien Earth writers, producers, use this plot line. It has to be the xenomorphs using her, otherwise they will lose all their fucking aura. OCELLUS. I need to see a hint of what its motivations and goals are, besides being a parasite that likes to hop from host to host. I want to know why it wants into certain hosts really badly, okay? A lot of people are theorizing that he is going to bite the dust in this episode, and he probably will die. A lot of people are theorizing OCELLUS will hop in his eyeball and take control of him. Now, I posed an idea. What if it tries to take control of him and maybe as a result subtly is able to control him in a way that will make people not know he's possessed, and he'll be able to take over the entire corporation and run a large portion of humanity. But that's also kind of dumb because a lot of people, I think it's too soon for OCELLUS to be able to possess a person in a way that isn't noticeable. He can't really speak properly just yet, and a big eyeball in one eye is very noticeable. It's too soon for this to happen. I think he'll probably end up killing the CEO, but I really want to see what happens when it tries to lure one of the hybrids in, especially her, someone he's already fucking traumatized, and I believe they have some kind of mental connection. I think she will be drawn to him and maybe get possessed, and who knows how powerful we saw how powerful she was in that last episode, ripping soldiers apart. That leads and paves the way for an inevitable rematch with the xenomorph, which is what I need to see go down in this finale. We saw their first fight in episode 5. Episode 8 is a brilliant episode to see a rematch between these two in the OCELLUS' most powerful form, which is in a synthetic hybrid. The xenomorph is going to get fucked up a little bit here. In fact, OCELLUS might actually be able to crack into the xenomorph's head and try to take it over. I think, though, this will cause a huge stalemate. Maybe the xenomorph will die as a result of this, but the acid blood will fuck OCELLUS up, causing it to have to run, and he will be thrown into the wild, free to do whatever he wants, out of the lab, out of the island, and he'll be set up basically as a villain for season 2. I don't want him to, please don't kill him. Don't kill him in season 1, please. He's got too much potential for the show. I know a lot of people don't like this creature. They're like, oh, the xenomorph is where it's at, bro. Fuck this little tentacle, dumb eyeball thing. Bro, I'm telling you, use your IQ. You please employ critical thinking skills. If they purely only show the xenomorph in the show, look at what they've already done to the xenomorph. Are you satisfied with what the xenomorph's become in the show? Is it the greatest piece of xenomorph lore you've ever seen? Obviously fucking not. Is the xenomorph as scary as you've ever seen? No. That's why we need screen time to be folded to him, so that we show less of the xenomorph. Less is more in this circumstance. People just want to see a xenomorph all day. Bro, what the fuck? It's like people want to see Dexter all day nonstop. 25 plus seasons. Bro, sometimes less is more. And then we get to the plant. The show forgot about the plant. The plant is pretty terrifying, if you ask me, with that little tentacle thing that comes out of it. Now, we saw in this shot, it lures people in. And it also releases kind of chemicals into the atmosphere that also lure people in without them knowing it. I think that it would be really cool to end this show off with it luring someone and killing it. I think it's going to lure in one of those fly creatures and just suck it up and kill him. I think it's going to kill one of those fly creatures. It could kill OCELLUS too. I don't want that to happen. I think this creature should be let out and should kill one of the scientists, one of the other characters. And basically teasing its return in season 2 as well. We've seen nothing of this. I really want to know what's inside the plant. I really want to see it open up and we see its organ structure and what it looks like from inside. Maybe this is just a shell, a hard shell, and there's a different layer of the organism to come out that we haven't seen yet. Who the fuck knows? Maybe it's not just a plant, maybe it's something else. Maybe this is just like its shield mechanism. Who knows? But these are things I want to see. These are questions I need answered as an Alien fan. So please do it. I think this show is very flawed. I was really hyped after the first 2 episodes. I was really hyped by OCELLUS, but I was able to ignore some of the problems I had. Not anymore. We're coming to the finale. I thought we were going to have at least 2 more episodes after this, to be honest. I thought we were going to at least episode 10. But no, we're at 8. That makes me disappointed a little bit, because I'm like, fuck. We don't have that much time to develop the plot lines I wanted to develop. So, you need to do a lot to gain favor with the fans after you have pretty much shat on them with your treatment of the Xenomorph. Okay, and I'm not one of these toxic alien fans who just hates everything. I liked Alien Romulus. I know a lot of people didn't. I did. But there are some problems that need to be addressed, y'all. So, Alien Earth, please do as I say. I'm the Cinema Vigilante. Do what the fuck I say, please, bro. You hate money if you don't listen to me. And do it. Alright? Remember, establish. This is it. Let's summarize it. Let's summarize it for the low IQ producers and writers. They've already written the finale. As I'm talking as if I can make a difference, but listen. The Xenomorphs are in control. The Hive Mind has been grooming Wendy to become their surrogate queen and control the entire time. She has control over nothing. She has control over fuck all. OCELLUS and Xenomorph rematch, and the plant needs to murder at least. We need to show the plant murder someone and show how fierce and scary it is, and that's how you end your finale well. All right? It's that easy. Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are on a mission to take over Hollywood. But the army must keep growing. If you want to suggest video topics to me, or talk about your favorite movies or favorite film theories in a community with like-minded individuals, join the Zafy Discord now. Link is in the description and the comment section as well. Join us. This movement is just beginning. We're taking over Hollywood, one coke line at a time.